Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some career mode goodness and all of this next gen awesomeness. But yeah, we're here with career mode, ultimate team on the way, guys. But if you guys need any coins, check out battle.com. Their links all down below. Make sure you use my discount code for that cheap goodness. But we are here with career mode, and we're making some changes. We're taking a look at the formations, because when we go and play these games, we need to make sure we're playing, at a formation that I really enjoy using. And I'm really struggling to find a next gen formation that I absolutely love. And I believe we had to have a game coming up here. I think it's against Crystal Palace as well. So we have to keep an eye out on that. But our new signing arriving, that is Sergio Busquets. He is our defensive midfielder. He is our brand new defensive midfielder. And I'm really excited to see how well he plays. Now, I talked quite a lot actually about him last episode, and a lot of you guys seem really excited by him joining the squad, and I seem pretty excited to have him in because he is one of the best defensive midfielders in this game, in my opinion. He's already 85 rated, and he's only going up. He is still quite young. We still have the likes of Townsend, Soldado, and we're still running a 4-3-3 formation. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to stick with that, but we're going to run with it until we see any further sort of issues. Now, when I say we're playing poorly, this next match is a prime example of poor playing. Like, we are literally playing very poorly, and it's kind of annoying for me because I think it's the me swapping over to next gen. It does feel very different, and it is kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong, but you guys will see coming up shortly. I actually go through a bit of a bad patch, but Sergio Busquets getting straight in there, getting stuck in. And yeah, so we're playing on world class, of course. That's what we always play on. But right there, for me, I thought that was a really good tackle. I convinced myself. What a beautiful tackle from my defender. The ball even goes out towards a throw-in. He gets a yellow card and gives away a penalty. And exactly, Ericsson was like, "The fuck are you thinking, ref?" I was all over him. So they get a penalty, and none other than the man himself, Shamak, steps up to the plate. Look at him. Look at that beautiful hair from the back. Number 29, Shamak, looking fine and dandy. He's about to step up. He steps up. What does he do? He buries. Oh my god, what a lucky prick. How does that work? Ter Stegen makes a wonderful save there, and it's just one of those things. It rebounds straight into Shamak's feet, and knowing him, part of me was hoping that he was gonna fluff it up. I mean, I know it was harder to miss the goal than actually score it, but it's Shamak. You never know with these sort of things. And then that, my god, EA, what are you doing to me today? So Crystal Palace end up scoring 2 goals, and I was just a bit like, the fuck is this game about, man? So yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit, but a great ball played through to Townsend. Townsend is doing a really good job at the moment, playing really well. Christian Eriksen at the top of the box ends up getting hit off to Bakali, but Bakali gets a near post goal, and that is how it's done. A nice little dance there to show him the salsa moves, dancing on ice inbound, and yeah, it was going really well. 2-2. We had a bit of a comeback going on, playing very nicely, but in the 87th minute, just shoddy defending leads to a goal for Crystal Palace, and that was really late on. And to be honest with you, there's really not that much of a comeback. I mean, you can always hope for the 90th minute cheese, but let's be honest, it just wasn't my day, and it ends up being 3-2. We lose the game to Crystal goddamn Palace, to a Shamak penalty. Like, what the hell, man? And yeah, so personally, I believe the first 2 goals were quite a lot of bullshit. The last goal there, to be honest with you, I can only look at myself. I can only blame myself for that one. It just wasn't looking good. Some bad defending, some shoddy defending leads to a Crystal Palace goal. So fair play to him for that. But I mean, come on, the other 2 goals, keeper kind of runs out and just tries to hug the ball and just completely miss it. It just all went pretty tits up. But we have Xavier Hernandez, or Chicharito, and we put in a 15 million. I think I actually bumped that up to... Sorry, I bumped that down to 13 million, my apologies, because I really would need to pick up another striker. I'm thinking about running a 4-1-2-1-2. That personally has been my favorite formation in this game so far. I just love it. You get a good defensive mid. Obviously, we just purchased Sergio Busquets, so to have Sergio Busquets there, that would be fantastic in the defensive midfield role. We got 2 very good wingers in the form of Lamela and Bakali. We obviously have the likes of Townsend and Lennon, who can also come in and play. And then if we had 2 strikers, Soldado and Xavier Hernandez could make for a wonderful pairing, so that could work out very, very nicely. Now we have Swansea coming up next. It was going to be a really important game, one that I want to pick 3 points up on, but with playing, you know, the way I've been playing recently, just on the next gen console, I'm just not very good on the next gen console. I'm not entirely sure why that is, what I'm doing, or anything like that, but we made a little adjustment to the budget split and decided that we wanted a little bit more transfer budget because we needed to make one last big signing, or, you know, one last big one, and maybe if we had some spare cash, we might make another small one. But as you can see, Manchester United won 23.5 million, but the chief executive says I could try for less, so I decided to go balls deep, literally balls motherfucking deep, and I decided that it would be best to give it a go and just go all in for 20 million. And as you can see, Manchester United were like, you know, we could work with that for a 25-year-old Xavier Hernandez. He's my sort of player. I like him. I like what he brings to a team, but he was very, very expensive, and part of me is, you know, I don't know whether I'm going to regret that transfer because that is a lot of money, or I'm going to be absolutely loving myself for it. But unfortunately, he says that he needs a bigger role in the squad, so I decided to offer him a crucial first-team player role, and of course 100,000 in the bank and a 3-year contract. So that seems pretty good for me. But of course, with the new changes, I am going to need to, you know, sort some things out. As you can see, I decided to go to that 4-1-2-1-2 like I was talking about, bring in the likes of Townsend, Eriksson. Oh, sorry, Eriksson was on already in the side, but we have Lamela, I think, who's injured at the moment, which is about, yeah, he's injured. He's going to be out for a little while as well, which is pretty disappointing. But yeah, we got that going on, and we have the 2 strikers now, Soldado and Xavier Hernandez. I'm just praying that makes for an epic combo. But we have Swansea coming up, guys, and that is going to be us pretty much the next episode. You guys will see that game, and I really hope it goes well. I know how it goes, but what do you guys think? What is the Swansea score going to be? Let me know down below. Let me know in the comments. I am interested to know whether you guys are going to be able to predict the score correctly. How's it going to go? Like I said, you know, I'm not going through such a great patch, but hold your horses and try and leave a prediction down below. I hope you guys all have a cracking day. I'm gonna have a good day. Ultimate Team is coming soon. Like I said, I've got to sort out a few things. They are completely out of my control. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a bit. Have a good one. Bye bye.